All right, let's discuss what might be the most important question of the 4 questions in our long-term care series, and that is, who pays for my care? Well, this time the answer has 4 very clear answers. The first answer is that we pay for it ourselves. Some people call this self-insuring or self-funding. This is a fancy way of saying that we want to pay for it with our own money. We pay using our own cash, our checking, our savings, or our other assets. But remember, paying for long-term care is done with after-tax dollars, so trying to sell off assets to pay for care can both be risky and carry a sizable tax burden. Assets can be subject to market fluctuations, which if you're watching this in the spring of 2023, you know exactly what I mean. The expected value of the asset you intend to liquidate might not be what we thought it would at the time that we need it. We need to know which of our assets are going to liquidate first, a 401k, an IRA, an annuity, maybe a life insurance policy or other investment. And will we be generating a taxable event when liquidating these assets? These are all very important considerations that must be taken into account when considering paying for our care by ourselves. The second way to pay, someone we love pays for it. Someone who cares about us steps in and they spend their own money and they pay for our care using the same methods that we just discussed earlier with after-tax dollars. Now the third option is Medicaid. This one can be a bit tricky because we have to spend our own cash and assets down to an uncomfortable level before the government will step in and help us with Medicaid. Medicaid is our country's brand name for welfare. Now the fourth and final option, as with most high-cost things in life, there is an insurance plan for this. Long-term care insurance is the fourth way to pay for these costs. There are a lot of different types of long-term care insurance options out there that will pay for our care when we need it. From a financial commitment, long-term care insurance has several options, and this is why that 50s time frame to have this conversation makes the most sense. You can pay a monthly or an annual premium. You can use existing assets to pay the premium, and this can be a brilliant way to fund your care plan because you've already saved the money in some form or fashion, and it avoids a taxable event. Remember, we have an income issue. The risk is not having enough money in existing assets to cover the monthly cost of long-term care. However, we can use that money we've already saved and turn it into a lifetime supply of income to pay for our care, no matter how long we need it. You can do this with a 401k, IRA, annuities, old life insurance contracts, and other investments, and it can all be done without creating a taxable event. Using this arrangement means you don't actually give your money away. It's still your money. If you use the assets to fund a long-term care plan and then you live a long, happy, healthy life and never need to use your care policy, the money goes back to your beneficiaries, typically as a tax-free benefit. Or, if you need to use it, the plan will pay out benefits for as long as you need it, even if it significantly exceeds the amount of money that you put into the plan. This is what is called a guaranteed payout policy. Someone somewhere will get paid with this type of arrangement, and either the plan pays for the benefits if it's getting used, or your beneficiaries get the money if you don't need to use the policy, just like they would have if we'd never funded a policy in the first place. The difference is that the beneficiaries of a long-term care policy in most cases get the money tax-free. Now this is important. I am not here saying that long-term care insurance is perfect for everybody. It is not. It does require a certain level of assets or income to be able to fund these, which is why the mid-50s are a great window. This is typically the highest earning period that you have assets, and your health is such that you can qualify for lower rates. To get an LTC policy, we need to work out how many dollars per month you'll need in care benefits and submit an application to the insurance company. The insurance company will do their underwriting. That's where they look at your medical history and they review your records and decide whether you are the appropriate amount of risk for them to insure. And then they have a premium amount. When they tell us yes, you pay the premium. It's pretty straightforward. Once you have a policy, if you need care, you simply submit a claim to your insurance company. The company will confirm with your doctor that you do indeed require care, either for the activities of daily living that we've previously discussed in other videos, or for dementia, Alzheimer's, or other chronic illnesses. Once the insurance company receives this confirmation, they will begin paying the monthly benefit, the cash, either to you directly or to your care providers, whichever you choose. In most cases, and this is pretty neat, once you start using the policy to pay for your care, you stop paying the premium. Look, long-term care is traditionally a big elephant in the room conversation that individuals and families avoid until, unfortunately, it's too late. If you've ever gone through long-term care situations with a loved one, you know what I mean. But the good news is that you now know generally how it all works. If you would like help or guidance for you or your family, use a long-term care planner. If you don't have that person in your life, we have one here on our team, and we are more than happy to help. If you found this series helpful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for spending some time with me to learn more about long-term care, and I will see you in our other videos.